As the 2022-23 school year comes to the close, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your partnerships. Partnership is a key word. By definition, a partnership is two or more people or groups of people working together toward a common goal. I think partnership describes what we do as a Star of a community and in Anderson School District 3. We partner together to support our children, our greatest resource. You know, this time of year, I go to two graduations. They're two very different graduations. The first graduation I attend is typically a K-5 graduation in one of our schools. This year, even my own grandson graduated from K-5. You know, K-5 graduation signifies the ending of our preschool type education and our beginning, or their beginning, to what we call big school, or many of them call big school. Their first grade through the 12th grade experience starts with K-5 graduation. Of course, the other graduation I go to and have gone through for over 35 years is the graduation of our Crescent High School students. Around 169 high school students graduated with their high school diploma. I think that's the biggest graduation class Crescent has ever had. And you know, that signifies the ending of their K-12 experience and their beginning in the next phase of their life. It may be work, it may be college, it may be career, it may be military. Typically it's some combination of all of them. But hopefully, and I'm confident that we've prepared them for their next step. And you know, we've prepared them through our partnerships. So let me take a second to thank our partners. Okay, I first of all have to start with our students. Our students are our greatest resource. They're our greatest gift, and they come to us every day. So I want to thank our students for being teachable. I want to thank you for being the most important part of our day. It's our goal to be that person for you, to be those people for you that you need in your life. So thank you, students, for coming to school every day and allowing us to work with you. The next group of people I want to thank is our Anderson 3 team. You may be a bus driver, as if you may hear in the background a bus actually driving up in front of me. You won't see it, but it's driving up. You know, our bus drivers do a tremendous job getting our children to school every day. And in the midst of a bus driver shortage, they've done a phenomenal job transporting our students every day. And it's also a good time for me to put in the plug. We need bus drivers in Anderson School District 3. So I encourage you to take time this summer and think about being a bus driver for us. And I also want to thank our bus drivers, and I encourage you to continue that great calling of getting our kids to school. You know, beyond that, there's cafeteria staff, there's custodians, there's teachers' aides, there's teachers, there's mental health counselors and school counselors and librarians, and there's our district and school level administrative staff and everyone in between that every day comes to work, plays their role in taking care of our children. And so I can't thank you enough for being a part of our team and doing what you do in every aspect of education. And then there's our parents. Thank you, parents, for continuing to show up. Teacher conferences, STREAM nights, robotics competitions, athletics competitions, FFA competitions, literacy nights. The list is on and on. You have shown up so well this year. And you've shown up to the point that the district has a great problem. We have realized we have a parking problem. So I want you to know that one of the things we're looking at in the district is ways to remedy that problem, because we know that you're coming out and you're coming out in record numbers, and believe me, our parking problems are on the radar because we want you here and we want it easier for you to park when you get here. So please bear with us as we address that, but I want to thank you for being a part of your child's education and working with us. Another important partner that we have is our community, and as a part of that community we have the different groups. We have the town of Ivor, we have the churches in our community, and just the community members as a whole. You support our students in so many ways. It may be as simply as you know, that fundraiser that a kid brings home to get extra money. It may be when our sports teams or the FFA or Beta Club looks for sponsorships to go places, and you so freely donate to that. It may be with your time when you feed a meal to a child, or you come into one of our schools to participate in a program. All of those things enhance our students' lives, and we thank you for doing that because you're an important partner in education. Another group that's vitally important is our business and industry partners, from the People's Bank that does a lot with our resources as far as EverFi and some other things and some financial donations, to Electrolux that gives a lot of supplies to students, to Michelin and the Michelin Mentor Program that comes into our school, to Santee Cooper that gives over $20,000 a year in scholarship money to our high school seniors. There's so many groups that partner with us to give business and industry support and experiences in our school. So I thank you for being an important partner with us. Let me go back to the churches for a minute too, because one group I didn't mention by name that I feel like I have to mention is our Reading Buddies program that's sponsored through many of our local churches. And also, even as current as a couple weeks ago, our Real Men Read that came into Ive Elementary and read to our students. There's Star Baptist Church that supports the backpack program at Star. And there's so many others that play a key role that I don't want to leave anyone out, but I just want to say thank you for all that you do for our students. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it makes a difference in their lives in so many ways. As we move into the summer, there's numerous opportunities for your students to be engaged in different activities. In the next few weeks, we'll be kicking off our STEAM camp, or actually our STREAM camp: science, technology, engineering, reading, arts, and math. I think we've covered almost the whole gamut in that camp. We'll be kicking off reading camp and extended school camp for some of our preschool kids. And of course, there's numerous athletic type camps that are going on. So I encourage you to be a part of the formal opportunities, and also encourage you to do the informal things at home, like reading to your child or reading with your child, or finding ways to engage them in math, or just outdoor activities. All that's a part of our continued growth throughout the summer. I also want you to know that during the summer we're working hard to make our facilities and to make our programs better. We will continue some of the roofing projects that have been going on over the years. We'll continue some of the HVAC scope of work that we're doing to make all of our buildings more comfortable and more efficient and just in great shape for your children. We're looking at some other fencing type projects that will make our campuses more secure. And then our typical cleaning and IT upgrades and everything that goes on in the summer to be ready for your students to come back to school when we kick off the 2023-24 school year. As we move into the 2023-24 school year, we will be finishing the major part of our penny sales tax projects. And those were the things that we promised when the sales tax went through. And we'll see many of those, the bulk of those, come to completion by December. And then we'll be able to start looking at the next phase of what facilities and what things look like in Anderson School District 3 in the future. We'll also be kicking off a major curriculum initiative for our elementary and some of our middle school teachers. And this will focus on the science of reading. And we'll integrate phonics and every type of research that goes into making our students better readers, better at comprehending. Over the next 2 years, I think that in-depth focus on reading and reading strategies and reading instruction will pay great dividends with our children, because we know the foundation of student success is being able to read. Reading crosses every curriculum area. And so I'm excited about this. Our staff is excited about this because it will take us to the next level of truly giving your students what they need. I want to thank you again for being our partners. Everybody's important in this process. We're moving forward in one direction together, and that will keep us doing the right things for children every day. As we move into this time of the season, I encourage you to stay focused on our district app. Look at our websites, follow our social media, because you'll see a lot of information about upcoming events, and especially events around the start of school. Just remember, in the words of that famous Whitney Houston song, I believe children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Through our partnership together, we'll continue to have a bright future for our Anderson School District 3, for our community, for our state, and our nation. Thank you, and go Tigers.